Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. We are on, if I recall correctly, the boss hat. This is a new recording session. I haven't recorded in a hot minute, but I've still been playing this game quite a bit. Now, one thing that I will definitely say is that, yesterday we released Limbo of the Lost Chapter 1, Feet Plunger Head. So, go ahead and watch that. That's a fucking movie of two people losing their minds. Listen, Cranny's only in the prologue, so I'm about to say something so incredibly unhinged, because Limbo of the Lost is just that kind of game. This is not our commentary, but because we're playing Chapter 1, and Cranny, the character in the prologue, is not in Chapter 1, there's still a little bit of racism in Limbo of the Lost, but now with 100% less slurs. Absolutely insane. Listen, Limbo of the Lost is a crazy game, alright? Like, I'm not joking when I say that, like, we can't read the name. Like, I can't say Cranny's last name. Right? Like, you can't say that. It's very... Limbo of the Lost, if you've never heard of it, by the way, is such an incredibly fucked up game. It is it came out in, okay, you look at a screenshot of it. You think, okay, yeah, it's like some really old point-and-click adventure game. No, bro, it came out in 2007. Well, okay, that is ancient. It's almost 20 years old. Let's not think about that. Let's not think about how 2000 and... I'm sorry. But Limbo of the Lost, was in development for 20 years. It used to be like an original game, an original product, It used to be like an original thing. But what ended up happening, which is kind of crazy, is that it just kind of entered development hell for 20 years. And, it released with, like, an original cast of characters, original, voice acting. But, it did not, under any circumstances, release with, I think I'm alright with this. Because the goal is to, like, get him to, like, hit us or hit the gremlins, just so we take a little bit of damage. We're incrementing the needle, ever so slightly. I'm saving my freaking mana, bro. But, to kind of elaborate, because I just said the most insane thing imaginable. Well, it's actually not that. Like, I mean, there are more insane things that one could say, but you know what I mean. In the prologue, there's a character named Cranny, and you cannot say her name on YouTube. Some of you watching this might have the pass, but, not on Susan's platform. I can't even say on Susan's platform anymore, right? Like, that sucks so much. I miss Susan. YouTube unironically got a lot worse without Susan. And listen, I know all the horrible changes that, Susan made to YouTube, and now this new guy is making to YouTube, but I didn't even bother to learn his name because he's not Susan, so why the hell would I care? But it's like, Susan kind of got out of the game before it all turned into this, like, absolute crazy shit, But, I don't know, it's kind of wild, I'm thinking about it. It's like, I'm gonna go back to the Limbo of the Lost thing in a second, because it's like, I don't think it's, like, as... Okay, is it as funny as the Mystery of the Druids playthrough that Plunger and I did, right? I'm not sure. Because I'm losing my mind. Because, like, I'm recognizing these assets. I'm recognizing these video game things. And I'm sort of, like, just sort of basking in how, like, absolutely insane this game is, The prologue of the game, which, can't say one of the characters in the prologue's name, can't do that. You have Grunger, you have Iraq, you have Cranny. But, that is Iraq, right? The guy who's, like, creeping on the ceiling, and then he gives you the worm. That's the same guy you keep seeing throughout the entire game, right? I'm, like, 99% sure. But, what was I gonna say? I don't really... I am gonna go. I have never done a cursed flute run that actually did anything, so I'm actually kind of curious. Our items are not very synergistic, and it's this fucking guy, so like, you know, it's a little, we're a little scared. But it is really wild how like that game came out and it was like on store shelves. You know what I mean? Like not only was it on, it was on store shelves with games it directly plagiarized from. It was like literally. I almost want to like try to give the homie a shield, like me and homie Rutsu a shield, but it's like I would rather just go for wands to kill you. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just go for wands to kill you. Like, I mean, we're gonna take the damage either way. I don't think it matters. Oh, it does matter, because actually... Wait, does it matter? Because if we stun this guy... Oh yeah, no, it did matter, because we got hit twice instead of once. Eto. Alright, listen, we're kind of spiraling here. I'm thinking about Limbo the Lost now, and, I can't believe that character has that name. Like, I'm not even, like, trying to, like, vague bait you, like, into clicking on the video. I literally can't say the character's name. Because, you know, YouTube doesn't like that. But Limbo the Lost is very interesting from, like, a game perspective, because it is very much so a, excuse me? There we go. Small gremlin, you know, he's got a tiny hitbox. If this were like an action shooter game, I'd have a difficult time hitting the gremlin for my, you know. I don't know why I'm using the... I don't know why. I mean, we did a lot of damage, but what are the odds that we kill next turn? Like, we gotta get rid of this nonsense. Or we at least gotta, like, stun it so that we don't die. Yeah, we gotta stun it so that we don't die, and then, like, I don't know, go my gremlin. Like, he was gonna die. No matter what gremlin we play, he's gonna die. I really wish he hit the tree, though. I do really wish that he hit the tree. I really, really wish he hit the tree. 33%? 33%? Pray? But it's a very fascinating experience to, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Like, I'm just praying. I'm just picking a god and praying. I mean, we win here, right? No way we can lose here, but, the tree is such a stressful enemy, man. The tree is such a stressful goddamn enemy. I really want to, I've never taken, sure, you know what, why not? It was 3 things I've never taken before, so why not? Let's try it. I really want to try the flute. I really want to try the flute. I know we have, like, sort of a summon thing going on, so being able to shield the summons is a good idea, but let's just get Big Bone. Now, with that being said, how the hell do we get rid of this? I've never had a corrupted flute run that actually, like, did anything. So, I'm kind of interested. But, like, you know, how do I get to a wand here? I don't, because, you know, fucking kill me. Like, just fucking beat me to death with hammers. Or just shoot me with your Gul'dan revolvers. But, it really is kind of crazy to think about, how, like, crazy YouTube's been, you know what I mean? Like, please, can I have a crumb? Just a crumb, you know, just a tiny crumb of wand? Like, just anything, please? Like, just, can I... Sometimes I regret, like, speaking words out loud. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just say, like, words out loud and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking die, I guess. Like... This is such a weird thing, because it's like, I want... Alright, look at that, look at that. Was that so freaking hard? Look at that synergy. Hit me, hit me, hit me. I'm barking, so you need to, you know, you're, I'm not gonna say that, man. I was gonna say something crazy about, like, you know, I mean, he is law enforcement, and he's got a gun, and I'm a dog. That's all I was gonna say. Sorry, that was wild. And what? Bro, we rolled like 9 fucking watches this turn. I mean, we're gonna live this turn, I hope, so might as well just get, like... Yeah, we're gonna live this turn, it's fine. We're gonna live this turn, it's fine. We just want to stun Sheriff fucking Bozo the next time he's, gonna throw fucking hands with us. I mean, we're getting our wands, and then we're getting our... We're gonna miss the 50-50, aren't we? Okay. Perfect. So you're both doing the same amount of damage, so I don't care. Oh. Listen, I had to open the episode with the I was about to say the Mystery of the Druids, the Limbo of the Lost flashbang. I had to. It was a devious lick, okay? It was an absolutely devious lick. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. It's over. We're dead. It's over. Oh my god. It's just a downward death spiral. Like, I can't get there. I cannot see. Will you live to see the end? No, bro. I won't. Sunk cost Falaki? Shit. Okay, sunk cost Falaki? Hell yeah, look at that. Sunk cost Falaki? No, wait. We'll run it back. We'll run it back. I'm not gonna let this beat me. But, you know, it is genuinely, like, okay, listen, I am not immune to propaganda. We cannot hit quick replay, can we? It, like, does something weird. We just have to switch to the hat. I think somebody said I can just, like, switch to a hat, and then it'll, like, reset properly. So we're gonna try that. Because I'm pretty sure the boss hat breaks somehow. If you don't reset it. I don't really remember how or why. But, what I was gonna say is, like, you know, I'm a big, I am very susceptible to, you know, YouTube Shorts propaganda. I was really lucky, actually. It was a 25%. You know, I will turn on my phone, and I will have no intention of watching YouTube Shorts, but I can just very easily get, like, zucked into the YouTube Shorts portal. Okay, Big Gremlin is going to be a thing. You cannot stop his arrival. But my dice can. Bro, what is this? I mean, you know, maybe medium Gremlin moment. Maybe medium Gremlin moment. Do you ever think about medium Gremlin moment? I think about that sometimes. I have a little fucking ghouly chat. And he is unfortunately still a little ghouly. We have not been, in the 2 turns the boss has been idle and not doing anything. We have been unable to scale the ghoulie in any way that actually matters, because we haven't rolled any goddamn ghoulies, and now he's gonna get beat to death. Listen, I felt the vibe, alright? Maybe I willed that into existence. I could have killed the boss, but guess what? I did it anyways, because unlike the tree, you gotta kill all the bats. But, like, you know, oh, not again. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see. Oh, man. I should have gone with the Ramulet. How the hell am I gonna kill this boss? How the hell am I gonna kill this boss? I should have gone with the Ramulet. That's free damage and a stun. I'm screwed, dude. Oh, I'm screwed. We need to somehow get to 3 wand charge or something. Sure, we'll take 80 more billion damage and lose any wand charge that we definitely didn't have. But it's time. Man. Oh, man. Creeper. I'm gonna regret doing that. We get a ghoulie up. It's fucking over, man. Okay, what do I need? I need 2 arrows. I'm not taking the bait. I've been waiting for this. Okay? I was waiting for that. That's what all true freaking warriors have been striving for. I mean, is it sunk cost for Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's over. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's over. Okay, life bones. Life... Okay, so we're not dead, and we could get lucky. You know, that we're at 3 HP instead of 2, so, you know, why not? I don't need to. Just do this. Oh. Okay, you're gonna do 3 damage. Realistically speaking, I should be able to kill this guy. Oh no. Beautiful. Hit me, hit me, hit me, you mother fricker. But you flipper, you jump, you jumping tree. What the heck? Oh my god. Do I heal? Do I play a gremlin? Do I do both? The answer is neither. Do I scale the gremlin? Do I heal? I don't do any of those things, actually. It's called greed. Okay, so we can kill you. Guaranteed to kill you. That's true. Guaranteed to kill you. And then what do we do? But like whenever I watch a YouTube short now, like YouTube shorts are unironically getting way worse because, you know, it used to be that I could like watch a YouTube short and then it would be like, okay, yeah, I'm like not gonna... Like, I used to be able to watch a YouTube short, right? And I'd be like, okay, sure, we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna do one of these. Thank you. Beautiful, perfect. Now I hope you hit me. That's fine too. I'm okay with that. I mean, we gotta go big gremlin so he can, like, deal with the hits, but now with the stupid AI filter that YouTube's putting over everything, you know what I mean? That stupid AI filter, it's awful, man. It's genuinely, like, unusable how bad that AI filter is. Beautiful snipe, my little ghoulie. You're becoming a moderately sized ghoulie now, and I'm so proud of you. I couldn't be happier. But now you have there's a little ghoulie to draw aggro. Potentially. Probably not. Knowing my luck. But actually, do I even need luck? Do I even need luck? I don't. Because you just got licked. Not you, like the, you know, viewer, but like the tree. I pointed to the tree in real life. This will never work. This will never work. I'm taking nothing. I'm taking nothing. I don't have any power. I don't have any power, man. I do not have any power. I don't have any power. I have nothing. I have no way to deal damage outside of scaling the ghoulie. Like, this is what we want, but, like, we're dead. I just have to get lucky with life bones, I guess. But life bones could have been better. But, like, I need... Oh. Okay. We need to have a good turn 1. That's what we need. We need a good turn 1. How do we get a good turn 1? Not sure. Not like that. Definitely not like that. So this is terrible. I almost want them both to hit me. I want one of the gremlins to survive, but that ain't happening. I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. Like, I knew that both of the gremlins were gonna die, but it's like, come on, man. You gotta work with me just a little bit here. Well, you know, GG, well played. GG, well played, honestly. Yeah, no, I just, well played. GG, well played. Good job. Good job, everybody. GG, well played. Like, what's the counterplay? What's the counterplay? I ask you, what's the counterplay? You need to roll... Oh no, little doggy didn't roll defense. Little doggy re-rolled for defense, I can tell you that fucking much. I can tell you that fucking much. Honestly, the second fight and the third fight hardest in the game, honestly, because it's just like you have nothing. Like you actually have less things because you get 2 items instead of 3 going into the tree, and then we need something offensive, man. We need something offensive. Hit me, please. Thank you. We need something offensive. We need something, like, that can deal some fucking damage, bro. I'll throw one of these out there, just as, like, a little treat, and then we pick a god and pray that one of the ghoulies survives. They threat... I don't know why I pray to God that the ghoulies will survive, because it's necromancy, it's abhorrent, you know? It's like, why would God guide the ghoulies' hand? Why would God take the wheel for the ghoulies? I'm fighting against literal nature right now, and this is a king. This is royalty. Maybe it's a queen. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember the intro to the boss. I stopped paying attention to the first thing that the game shows me, like, you know, like 40 hours ago. You know, this is the ignorance posting. You know, this is me playing World of Horror, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to read what's on the screen anymore. Who needs reading comprehension, bro? Absolutely not me. I don't know why I did it like that. I should have put it all into one ghoulie. But now they're both a little bit more survivable. One of them would have died, though, if they both didn't, like, fight for their goddamn survival there. So, you know, good for the ghoulies. Good for the ghoulies. When am I ever going to play this other mana? Right goddamn now. Because we've got tempo. My tempo has been lost. You know what? Shine Kakyoin. Come on, man. That's just, like, so sad, honestly. It is so tragic. And here's the thing, even, like, we didn't really get... Like, I'm trying to think, have we gotten good options? Why the fuck did I do that? I'm trying to think of, did I get any good options for, like, early game offense? You motherfucker, I'll kill you. I'll kill... Actually, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you, I'm gonna stun you, and then I'm gonna kill your boss, potentially. But this could quickly turn into, like, a bad situation for me. We are gonna fully heal, hopefully, at the end of this. I'm actually not entirely sure. Because I'm looking at this, and it's getting a little bit fucking sketchy, if I do say so myself. Absolute cinema. The ghoulies are trying really hard, don't get me wrong. The ghoulies are fighting for my fucking honor. But, unfortunately, it's really hard for the ghoulies to get past this. So we need early game offense. I mean, Power Ring is it. I can't believe I'm passing up Trolls and Silver Bracelet, though. I hate this. I hate this. We need a book turn 1. We need a book turn 1, and we need 2 wands. We need to see a book right now. We see a book or we lose. We see a book or we lose. We need to see a book or we lose. Okay. I can work with this. Unfortunate that we didn't get a second bone, but that was literally the only thing I could ever ask for, alright? That's not, like... That is not something that I can necessarily complain about. Oh no, little doggy didn't get defense. Well, guess what? There's no attacks this turn, so little doggy does not care. Get lucky? Get lucky, hit one of the gremlins? Because right now we're the damage dealer, right? So it's like we actually don't want... Like, last time we were desperately building up for our gremlins to wither away the enemy, right? So when the gremlins got picked off, that felt really bad for us, but doesn't feel bad right now. Because guess what? I'm the one doing the damage now. I mean... We do a little dance with the devil here. God damn. Double the overkill damage, or we just do +2 damage in general. I think it's gotta be the Devil's Bracelet. Like, the Devil's Bracelet is like a permanent debuff for the entire game for an insane reward. So we better, like, actually Like, also it lets us stun the rabbits on, like, 1/1 charge, which we don't even, you know, we technically would get up there. I have to do this because Devil's Bracelet moment. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna get tempo. I'm gonna get tempo. We put up that second shield. I could stun you, but there's no point. You wanna know why? Because I would rather just do this. Now, I'm gonna do that because we didn't, you know, roll any bones at all, and I'm gonna... Do I dare Fiend for the overkill? Do I greed? We're going back down to 5. Sheriff Bozo? That's what I thought. Okay. Potentially the greatest setup of all time. Potentially the greatest setup of all time for next turn. Thank you, Gremlin. I mean, we could do like 9 overkill damage. We could do a lot more than 9 overkill damage. Wait, I didn't upgrade the fire stick, so it's actually not that good. Hey, Sheriff Bozo, you mind doing me a favor here, buddy? I'm already taking a lot of damage. You don't need to shoot me. I'm already bleeding to death. I've got a permanent thought, man. You don't gotta do you don't gotta do nothing. It's good damage. It's good damage. Like, that is one of the things about the Devil's Wand that does, kind of make you a little stressed out, because it's like, the optimal way to play with the Devil's Wand is just to get as much wand value as possible, but that makes it a little bit risky for you to be alive, so... You know, honestly, I was joking about Big Bone earlier, but it's like, what bone would I actually want, right? Like, Life Bone? As much as it betrays me, Rain Bone? I think Big Bone is fine, because we do like having our allies helping us out here. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, that's the good shit right there. Especially against these motherfuckers. Now, this is gonna be a game of tempo. This is gonna be a war of tempo. We need to kill these motherfuckers, like, quickly. I need to, like, get 2 wands. In a weird way, I, like, kind of don't like this, because... There's actually a lot of reasons why I don't like this, because we're about to take a shit ton of damage. That's not good. One of the things I actually do like about this bone, though, is that it's the only bone that, like, gives you more shield from every base bone. The only thing that does that is, maybe Steel Bone, because it gives you 8 shield at the start of your next turn. But, like, I think Electric Shield can also... Electric Shield also gives you shield, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that also gives you shield. So there's, like, a Magic Bone can also, like, randomly get you more shield through Mana Shield, right? But this is, like, the only one that's, like, it actually just gets better when you upgrade it, which I think is really cool. Now, you gotta go to hell. We're gonna take 1 damage here, that's fine. I don't like losing my wand charge, but you're gonna take a break for a couple of turns. You're actually not taking a break at all. So you know what? Maybe we're gonna kill you, perhaps, maybe. I don't actually know. I'm really not liking this. We're gonna lose our wand power, but that's fine, because it's not gonna go to 0. We're very scared of any enemy that drains wand power. You wanna know why we're very scared of any enemy that drains wand power? It's very shrimple, because we have no other source of damage right now, so, you know, haha. Very funny, very silly, but we don't need to do anything crazy here. We can just use our base magic spell to clean up. Why we killed the big guy first. Now, I'm looking at this, right? I don't like this spell. I do like Mana Shield, but I don't like it with this build. The necklace, what do we want for a necklace, right? We want Vine Necklace, we want Pondering Orb, we want Rainbow, we can't get Silver Necklace, I think we already saw this earlier. Or was that like run 2 or 1? Sphinx Head, we've already seen. I like Friendship Necklace, I like Power Necklace. I literally just like... This is the only necklace that I don't want. And, like, curses are so interesting because they can either be, like, run defining, or you just kind of, like, grab the random one because it's, like, the least, like, build disrupting option. I think it's gotta be Power Ring. I genuinely think it's gotta be Power Ring. It, like, Fire Stick is the #1 option because we want to do double damage, but, like, yes, getting double value from your wand charging is great, but, like, Power Ring enables it turn 1, right? Like, look at this shit. Now, we do need to put up some freaking block, don't mind if I do. But, like, we gotta get the books going, like, ASAP. I'm gonna hit once, but I also wanna, like, do this, so... Unfortunate. I like raising the bar, though. Like, I like raising the bar. I do think at some point we get to where it doesn't matter anymore, because, like, we have to hit you with, like, you know, 6 or 7 of these, and I'd rather just, like, probably... I don't like this. Like, we're not losing wand charge or whatever, but... I don't know if that matters, honestly, what I just did there. That's a shame. Like, that's such a bad turn. We didn't get books, we didn't get wands. So we're kind of in hell here. Okay, I want to see if we get lucky. We're gonna go down to 3 if I do it like this, so we need to play it a little bit safer. I mean, we're gonna go down to 3, baby. I think we can definitely win this. I just need to not get, That's unfortunate, actually. That's not how you want this turn to go. It's actually not how you want this turn to go at all. Because now you're gonna attack. I believe, right? You're gonna attack. Yep, you're gonna attack. And right now, I am on lethal. That's just how the game goes. That is just how the game goes. You do not roll wands for 3 turns in a row, and you just have useless, like, that is the problem with the run that we had, which is that we took all of our power into the wands and the books, and we don't draw, we do draw books near the beginning. We scale up really nicely. We don't draw books, we don't draw wands, we don't draw defense, we draw... Well, actually, we draw minions, we draw defense, and we draw curses. And it is an enemy that has 8 curse resist, so, you know, it is what it is. So maybe you need to go a little bit wider, but did we even get any good fucking minions? I don't even know. I don't even know, which I guess is why it makes the boss hat a little bit tricky. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Webweaver. I will see you on the next episode of It's Look Who It Is. We'll beat this boss hat. Like, I love this hat, but I, like, fucking hate certain builds that I get on it. But that's why it's fun, because it's so swingy, right? Like, I think, like, how do I put it with this game, right? Is, like... This game is so, like, strange with how the builds work, but it's, like, really nice, right? Like, I haven't done this on video yet, but I had an Explode Soul run. And I mean, like, a genuine Explode Soul run. Like, I took this thinking that it was just like, oh, I need to win on this book, so I'll just go ahead and take it, right? This is fucking disgustingly overpowered. Like the cursed version is great, right? Triple, it's all of its damage to all enemies. But I had Sacrifice, and I had Cursed Trolls, and I had the Beast Ring, the Corrupted Beast Ring. So I would charge the book, which charged the trolls, and then they would basically, I think I also had, it was a dream run, man. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it's like they had, I think it was it the Friendship Bracelet? Yeah, it was the Friendship Bracelet. And then I either had the Candy Necklace or the Friendship Necklace, and it just meant that the trolls scaled way too fucking fast, and I would just be able to, like, detonate the entire fucking board with it, right? Like, there are so many things here, like, Bomb Manual is awesome, Romance Novel, I think, is, like, completely ridiculously overpowered, and it should probably, the nerf should probably be reverted, like, 1 HP and then stun, and then heal all enemies 1 HP and stun all enemies is crazy. Like, it actually might be so good that it's not actually good, if you think about it. Because, like, what in the game requires that amount of strength, you know? But, you know, Spite is really fun. I always thought that was Smite, actually, but, like, Spite's really fun. Book of Life is really fun. Comic's really fun. Bestiary, I was surprised how much I like that one. Cookbook, I think, is interesting. I think it's probably one of the weaker books, and it's probably one of the less fun books, but it's a healing book, you know, so it does what it's supposed to. Bedtime is really interesting. I haven't been able to get a good storybook run going, or a good Art of War run going. But it's just very interesting, man. There's so many interesting, like, combos and, like, builds and stuff, and I think the game is so concise enough that it is, like, you know, you could definitely add more stuff to this game, but it's just sort of, like, I think it just kind of works how it is right now, you know what I mean? So, anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.